Right, here we are people, sorry that you joined me mid-flight, but you know the take-off and turns are just easy. It's the landing, descending at the right speed and landing, that's the hard part. So, yeah, this has been an hour's trip. Oh, well, that don't work, I can't make that smaller or bigger. I don't really even want it there. Or that, or that. Maybe that, but I know where my fuel is, so it's there. So I don't really need that. Flaps I don't need. Altitude I don't need. Trim I actually don't need because I've got automatic trim for now. But ps I don't know what that is, or AOA. A nice flight over the countryside. You can fast forward to the landing, I mean, I would, because this is just being chauffeured really. I'll set my height, my speed and my heading, and that's how I do it now. I used to fly manually all the time, but I've now realised that autopilot is an essential part of flying a plane. And learning how to use it is an essential part of flying a plane. If I want to find an airport, I can check the heading and all that sort of stuff and feed it into this and it'll take me directly there. You can't do that on the road at the moment for the simple fact there's too many cars. You can do it with planes because there's a lot of space up here and you don't really have to worry about banging into anyone because it's guarded by air traffic controllers. But this is just a hell of a pastime. And when I say it's on sim, the only thing I've got changed is the auto trim. It's because I don't have a trim wheel. Hopefully, when we get VR, I can use my hands to move the trim wheel in the plane. Then we'll use wheel trim and I can get rid of all these annoying things. Because by the time a VR comes, the mission steps will be like in my head, you know. I won't have to have them up there. I won't need the heading or the CRS because I can check on the flight plan what the CRS and the heading is, so we're all good. I'm really enjoying this, and the only reason I've got so much enthusiasm for it, or the only reason I had so much enthusiasm for it, was for the VR component. Now I'm quite happy to do 2 or 3 hours a day doing this in 2D. God knows what I'll be doing in VR, you know what I mean? I don't do the long flights for the simple fact I like the landing and taking off. I'm going to get a medium transport, cargo transport. All I've got to do now is the instrument rating, which I failed the first time, but you know, like each time I'll do it, it will get better. Like I said, I'm only just learning the instruments, so the more I get taught about them in a test, the more I will learn them. And then we can get our medium cargo company up in the air. I already own a plane that should be, well, I should be allowed to use it. I don't know if I will, but one of the planes I can choose for the medium cargo business is a Cessna Titan twin engine. Guess what I have? A Titan twin engine. Yeah, this is really chill, this. I could do this for quite some time in VR, I really could. Look at that. Wow. We've got to fly over there at some point because that's a lake. It's got to be the size of it. I see it on the map. It's got to be reflecting. Look at the reflections. Wow. And the other thing I noticed, right, was this. Alright, the sun ain't shining on this side, but I saw the sun shine and it threw a shadow of the trees, and there was one single tree on its own, and I could actually see the tree and the shadow of it in the water, separate from the other clump on one side and the other clump on the other. I'm like, wow, that's trippy. I don't think we're going to get windmills working. I must have imagined it the first time I saw it. I don't know why, because this is as powerful as what the Xbox Series X is, and on that the windmills they turn. Zanzibar, it's somewhere in Wales, it's right on the coast, and we should even see the Irish Sea and everything. The land of my father, Ireland. And he's still going strong today. He'll soon be 80, but you wouldn't think it to look at him. You really wouldn't think it. And Jimmy, well, he's just Jimmy. He's my little brother, but he's not, but he's not a super favourite person of mine, but we're brothers, so it matters. If he needed me, I'd be there, and the same with him, I suppose. I've never had to ask him, but I'm sure he wouldn't, you know, I'm sure he would help out. Family, innit? It's what you do, especially when you're Irish. English, they don't care about family or anything. My mother's side of the family is so fractured and broken and crap. It's just unimaginable. Whereas my dad's side of the family, even my uncles in Ireland, they still work on the farm and everything. Was that 28? Wow, that's been a good flight, really. I haven't exactly learned how to set the height yet, but I have learned how to set it my way. Maybe not the real way, but I get it done. one hell of a beautiful game. It really, really is. It's stunning that they can replicate the whole world like this on a console, you know. You can go out and buy one of these for about 350 quid now, brand new, and play this. Something that 10 years ago took a beefy £4 grand PC. That's what the PS6 will be like. No wonder this is the highest I've had to go, but no wonder, because we're going over mountain ranges in Wales, so oh, there's a big waterway out there. Oh, I love things like that. I really do. I prefer nature to people. Excuse me. You watch me make a real bombed up landing now. My landings have been like near perfect. You watch me screw it right up now because you're watching. Oh well, that's how we live and learn. I've got insurance. If I crash and total a plane, it only cost me 14 grand. I've got about 150,000 credits, so there's no big worry. Probably just over that far set of hills there that you can see. Just with the one in the background, which is greyish between the other two. Right between, basically, right under the speedometer. It will be on that side. Well, if you fell off there, roll down, you'll be in trouble. 20, alright. Nearly there. Yeah, before I was travelling at something like 102, 103, really struggling and that, but now I've learned how to set height and get all the speed right and the heading and everything. I don't know, let's just see. I just like flying, I don't know why. I'm attracted to driving and flying, but only like with wheels and like, well, with this I'll have flight control soon because I'll either buy a flight stick for it or I'll have hands for it in VR, so one way or another we'll upgrade from the controller, but for now the controller works brilliantly. Apart from having nothing on to roll the flaps, roll the trim, sorry, forward and backwards. Look at that little village down there in the middle of it. Just walk, you could go up there and fish. Look at the tree, the reflections. Damn, so cool. So very, very cool to be able to fly around and that is trippy good. You can see they're 3D. see the hills and the trees, the rivers and the sea. Oh, look at it. 16, huh? Didn't realise we was over revving then. Right, let's take over time. This is the part I enjoy, the coming into land part. Now we can't drop down earlier this time because of the hill. So we've got to stick to this height until we are able to go down. I don't intend losing my aircraft and the stuff and crashing. I really do not intend doing that. I intend getting her down perfectly. Like our landing strips on the other side of that bob up. Oh, there it is on this side. Well, I come in exactly right. Done this so many times now, it's like second nature. I don't even look out, I look at my dials and everything. I look up every now and then, but 95% of the time I'm looking directly at my dials.
Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta traffic. Cessna Golf Victor Kilo Whiskey Victor. 5 miles southeast, 2300 inbound to land. Runway tree 5. Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta.
I'm up too high, I've got to go round the full traffic pattern. That's my first down. I think it is. The longer I'm in the air, the more passive income I earn. I've got one guy flying flight team while I'm doing this. Mainly looking at my dial, just looking up to the top left there to see if I'm turning right or not. We're banking at about 30, we shouldn't be banking this much, but it doesn't matter, it's life. Wow. I think that's it. That green strip there.
600.
Well, we're a little bit on the wrong side, but we are alright. What happens when you flow so many times that you know what to do when you're not properly lined up?
Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta traffic. Cessna Golf Victor Kilo Whiskey Victor is on final. Runway tree 5 to land. Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta.
That was a good landing, even if I do say so myself. Yeah, that was a decent landing, that. Really soft. No bumps, no jumps, no nothing. And that's about 77,000 credits to add to my 120 that I've already got. Well, we could have had basically the whole flight on, I think. We'll try it next time.
Echo Golf Foxtrot, Delta traffic. Cessna Golf Victor Kilo Whiskey Victor is taxiing to parking. Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta.
Ah, better not hit me. Better keep away from them trees as well. I don't like going third person. I'd rather risk a crash. And there we are. Oh yeah, see that's super cool. Oh yeah, I like getting this. Oh, 76. Nice, not too far now from an S grade pilot. Alright, well, that's that from me for now. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.